Okay. You adjust the volume real quick. Forgot to do that. They turned up in here. Hang on. Was not. I knew there was something I had to remember to fix before I started. Okay. So, yep, hang on just a sec. Okay. I think this normally picks up a little more. No, okay. Everything seems to be what it normally is. Okay. Well, oh, if you can't tell, we hit 80 last time. So that's fun, I guess. Was my first class to 80. Oh, that's exciting. I wanted to work on dyeing some of the pieces and glamoring them, so I'm really not still too sure about how I have it done. But I mean, I'll decide as I go along, I guess. Better. No, I don't think it is. It's fine. We'll just leave it how we have it for now, I guess. I feel like I'm gonna miss some of the... I feel like I'm gonna miss some of the glamours I had before. I don't know. So yeah, I found out that that I found out that you don't get the Dancer 80 set until you're done with like the whole like 5.0 main Shadowbringers story. Which I didn't know. That was part of the goal for whatever Friday, I don't know, whatever the last day I streamed was. We're gonna have to wait on that. That gives us reason to continue on the story today, I guess. Because I don't know, I hit 80. Why wouldn't I don't know. No, I don't really like how these arms look. Oh, you always figure that out when you leave the in-room. Anyways, I've done what? I haven't done a ton on here since I streamed Friday. I did some like crafting shit, I guess. Actually trying to get the sheep mount from, or whatever, from, we're just gonna go with that. I don't really want to add any arms. I really want these shoes. Probably should have figured all this out earlier, but whatever. Anyways, I really want the sheep mount from all of the Guardian Restoration, I don't know, Skybuilder scripts, whatever. I wanted that from those. And I'm really far away from getting that. So that's what I was trying to do. I really like the I like the front of this gear. I'm not super huge on the back part of it. The green is a nice color, but I don't know. It doesn't change with a lot of colors, so it doesn't change. I don't know why I said with a lot of colors. It doesn't change. I'm not a huge fan of things with colors that I can't switch or neutral, I guess. I don't know. Just 1 second. Sorry, I'll be back. Okay. I don't remember. Okay, we gotta go towards this way. Right. Sorry about that for a second. Okay. On our way. Hello, Rose. Welcome in. How are you? How is your day going today? I hope you're having a good day. Since I figured out we have to finish the 5.0 story to get the dancer quest, that is what we're on the way towards doing. I guess, I mean, that was kind of the goal Friday, was to do both of those, and since I figured out I can't do that one till then, it's still the goal, I guess, just a later goal. Yeah, that stinks. I didn't realize it was after the 5.0 story too, dude. I did not either, but it's okay. It's not too far. Not that I want to rush the story or anything, but yeah. It's no big deal. We'll get it either way. It's just another goal now. Makes a goal separate from getting 80, which we did, so there's no point in worrying about such things now. I'll get back to my calculations. You, meanwhile, should go ahead and go and rest, as your friend suggested. My wife and the Exarch should be in the tavern. Why don't you join them? When Mechanics? Thank you. Okay, whatever. Why did I think he meant the inn and the... I guess I'm so used to being told to... I don't know what my game is doing. Right? I'm so used to being told to go to the inn in the Crystarium to go rest. I thought that was where he meant to go. What is happening? Not great though. The Exarch? I went outside a moment ago, my dear. I would have thought you'd have seen him. He's kept me company for a short while, but then he came over rather pale. He's clearly been straining himself, the poor thing. Anyway, he excused himself, saying that he needed a breath of fresh air. Weak as he looked, I did offer to go with him, but he assured me he would be fine. I do hope he's alright. I have to search for him. I think the music's kind of loud. I'm excited for other things to do in the game. I don't really know what order I want to do them in. I feel like I mention that every time, but I haven't really messed around with my astrology in any since I did that one day. Off stream because I didn't know how it was gonna go, I guess. I'm trying to get the little mount with the Sky Builder scripts, which seems fun enough, and I want to level my crafters and gatherers, so that kind of all works together, obviously. Makes it very productive overall for all of my goals, I guess. I don't know where I'm supposed to be searching. It's a big area. Damn. Let's get down here and get this, I guess. He's not leaving us. Oh, yes, he is. Okay. Poisoned. Choco, heal me. Oh, he's gonna have like a Choco Asuna already. Your people would enjoy watching you run other classes when you level. But healing's scary. I probably will do that. That sounds fun. I have no small, or it's not a short list of the classes that I want to level, so. Oh, good, we found this destination just for him not to be here. That's okay. Chocobo needs to chill out. What was he doing? Ooh. Might not be the quest, but it doesn't hurt to pick up Aether Currents while we're here. Anytime I make note of one, I'm like, oh, make note of that. You're gonna need to remember to go back. I do not remember, and I do not go back. Alright, let's try and move in a different direction, because if I see that destination again, I will undoubtedly get confused and think that I found where I'm supposed to go. But yeah, as far as like here you can see, oh, those are my crafting classes. Astrologian I'm very excited for. As far as goodness, as far as healing goes, that is definitely the one I want to try out the most. I've only got it like the 10 levels, as you can see. Oh, here he is. Oh damn, is he good? Astrologian is so flexible and the prettiest. Yeah, I feel like it's got a lot of cool, just a lot of cool stuff to it. I really like the whole like tarot card vibe, obviously very cool. Yeah, the I know, like they get so much cooler on it. I've actually gotten some from dungeons that I'm hanging on to in hopes that I will finally level my Astrologian farther than it is. I really like using the Crescent Moon Nightgown for it too, because I got that a long time ago. I think I used it for my Bard for a bit, and then once I got to pick up Astrologian back in Heavensward, I was so excited to use it for that because I don't know, I just feel like with the moon and everything on it, it's just kind of, it works really well together. But really excited for that. Thanks for the Choco Cure. Not a very powerful, you're always healing himself. How selfish. Anyways. But yeah, I think Rogue or like Ninja seems really fun. I only got it to like maybe like 20 something. Like a way back. But I was really enjoying it.
Is where my destiny awaits.
The what?
Forgive me, I was lost in a dream.
Is that so?
I needed some fresh air and thought to rest for a moment. It would seem I am more fatigued than I realized. Too much time away from the tower, I fear. It drains me, leaves my body frail and weak. Though, in truth, it is debatable whether I can still call this my body. When When first I turned my mind towards the salvation of the world, I came to the conclusion that it would take many long years, many more than remain to me.
That he's talking quiet because he's tired, or if my sound is off.
And so I made myself one with the Crystal Tower, that I might live indefinitely. I am but an extension of it now, hence my weakness the farther I travel, and the longer I am away.
It's a lot more fun when you hit ninja and get ninjutsu going. Yeah, it looks really fun. I like a lot of the gear too. I just found, I don't know, like I said, it was really early on in Rogue, but I still thought it was pretty fun.
It has been quite a journey. But thanks to you, the end is in sight. My wish will finally be fulfilled. How goes the construction effort?
I don't know. I'm not there.
Then this may be the last moment we have to ourselves for a while. Come, sit with me.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention when I picked up the Exarchic gear and I ran around trying to get the best prices and everything, I forgot the belt because I keep like writing belts off and start like doing away with them soon, and I couldn't get the weapons yet, but I will.
Tell me, when all of this is over, what will you do?
I think rest is nice. I should rest. So much clipping with those pants. I shouldn't have picked
That will
them.
be well deserved. You might consider roaming Norvrand not as her savior, but as a simple sightseer. Viewed through such eyes, I am certain she would seem quite different. But whatever it is you decide to do, I have every confidence that you will do well. For you have the strength to forge your own path. You will leave countless lives better than you found them, and the souls you touch will never forget your kindness. Then, in trying times, when you question your worth and your choices, they will raise their voices to remind you of the difference you have made.
No hurry, once you get access to the 80 dungeons, you can get the points to get level 80 gear much better than the Exarchic. Yeah, I consider just waiting around for that and just using what I'm given in the story and everything, because I will be doing a lot more dungeons than I used to. Because I used to be so like nervous about them and everything. I kind of honestly just like ran them once in the story, and there's honestly like optional dungeons that weren't part of the main story that I haven't done yet. Very crazy.
And thus will your deeds come to affirm your path. Remember this.
Not even taking account into the raids that I haven't done yet and all of that. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna I?
When this is over, indeed. I once told you that there are things we can ill afford to lose.
Yep.
Things, I said, though in truth I spoke of a person. One who is unaware of the full extent of my plans. Though she deserves to know, I have good reason to keep my counsel. I have come to terms with this in my mind, yet my heart yearns to lay everything bare. For she is my inspiration, and I would give much and more for the chance to speak with her as friends, with no thought of concealment. Should she indulge me with her tales, I would regale her with my own, about my efforts in Norvrand, perhaps. Though, ultimately, that tale is more yours than it is mine. Then, I would ask her about her next adventure, and if she should wish me to be a part of it, how happy it would make me.
Oh my god, look at my character's
Together
toes.
we would travel the lands and cross the seas and take to the skies upon the eternal wind. My heart swells simply to imagine it. But all of this is contingent upon our victory in the coming battle.
Oh no, not you, somebody else.
The people of this world have entrusted their hopes to us. We cannot fail them. Nor those who roused me from my slumber. Thank you for your company, my friend. Let us return to Amity.
Yeah, the toes look bad in this game. Oh, I'm sure people have fixed them with mods for whatever reasons they may have. But yeah, they are pretty sad. Which is a shame because I do like some of the open-toed boots for glams. Yeah, I used to use these a lot just because I think they were cheap and I didn't have a lot of like tall boot options. I always feel like I shouldn't glamour like new like actual like nice sets, especially since this is like an 81, but I definitely will be doing so once I get the dancer one. But it's weird, I just don't like the very long like dress like back. I'm very much used to like, I don't know, outfits that like fall differently or less, more or less like not one piece, you know? I don't know. But yeah, it's okay like for the most part, like from a distance. But and, like even here it's like fine too, but you catch them in a cutscene. they look a little interesting. I don't know if I don't remember how much money I spent on the Crescent Moon nightgown, like way back when. I don't know if like the materials are just like hard to get, like nobody's like getting them these days because it's a really old thing. But they're expensive now, at least on the server. More than I could have paid for them. I feel like I paid around like 300 or 400k for mine. And that was a lot of money for me then. A lot of money for me now, honestly. My money's went down quite a bit since I got my gear. From the Realm Reborn treasure maps, then yeah, they get expensive. I feel lucky for what I got them for back then. It's like at least double that on this server now. I was on a different server when I bought them back then, but... And good evening, Bowmage. How are you doing tonight? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome in. Worry not, my friend. I am much revived for the fresh air and your fine company, of course. Now then, let us turn our thoughts back to the task at hand. The whole thing we're doing here. So crazy to see my level not go up. But I don't have another class that is even like close to 70, really. My bard is 60. So it would take way too long to level too. Ooh, an Imperial Palace in the source in the, oh my goodness, what? How many times have they let us see what's going on in the source since we got here? Okay, let me turn this microphone a little bit. Actually, I think it's fine. Okay. Oh, they're not going to talk. Your Radiance, I have given the liberty to quashing the vile rumors that your heir is possessed by a devil. I feel like we haven't seen all of this going on in a bit. With the nation in the grip of war, we may rely on patriotic zeal to prevent them from resurfacing. And what of Emmett Silk? He's vibing with me. He's taken himself to the first to usher that world to its end. Or so I believe. He did not disclose the details of his mission, having ever preferred to work alone. Even to those who have known him since the beginning, his actions can prove unpredictable. I love him. I'm no stranger to his ways. He joys in playing me for a fool. Full many times have I been convinced I was acting of my own volition, only to discover all was as he willed it. My dear grandfather. Very confusing. On the subject of our esteemed colleague, his last report, though brief, did contain one item of interest. What could that be? You have doubtless wondered why the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have not taken to the field of late. Oh man, do they know where I am? It's because they are no longer in the source. The hero of the Scions has journeyed to the first, as have her comrades, albeit incompletely. Their bodies yet remain here in the source. That is not good information for them to have. This presents... oh god. This presents an opportunity. If we can defeat the Alliance prior to the Scions' return, we may eliminate their order at a stroke. And with the Scions gone, none shall remain to thwart our plans. It will be a matter of striking down the hero upon her homecoming. Which, lest you forget, is essential to the realization of our objective. Both of our objectives. That's not good news. This is not good plot we're receiving. Through Heidelin's meddling, her champions threaten to wrest the reins of fate from our grasp. The world is at risk of being dragged down the false path. One which will never see man reclaim his true form. 'Tis unthinkable that he should supplant us, incomplete as he is. Such a devolution is abhorrent. It must be stopped before it is too late. What? The hour has come, your radiance. Order your armies to march once more. Crush all who stand in your way. That is your heart's desire, is it not? To seize a victory that is yours and yours alone, for the future of Garlemald. Oh dear. You do not wear the mummer's motley well. I was never one to take an interest in tedious conflicts. Whereabouts of my one true friend, however, they interest me greatly. I but hope the beasts of the first are providing her proper sport. I would know every detail, Lord Xenos. Or would you rather I call you Elidibus? Learning a lot of very confusing things here. Unexpected. Most unexpected. But immortality should be within the reach of one with a borrowed echo. You've outdone yourself, Xenos Galvus. What? I have no particular attachment to that name, but I am rather fond of that body. Without it, I cannot enjoy my hunt to the fullest. What? Dun dun dun. Lots of that. That's the only sound I can hear in my head right now. Like every 2 lines. Dun dun dun. Your secrets or my flesh. I care not, but you give me first. The choice is yours. Oh, my overlay's messed up. When did that happen? Okay. Okay. Sorry. Well, that was quite a little story tidbit we just got thrown into there. That's a lot to unpack. Huh. Sorry, I just had to sit with all that for a second. Alright, back to building. We're just gonna pretend like we don't know any of that's going on. Right, so while the two of you are away, I received word that everything is in place, meaning we can proceed with awakening the Talos. Once we imbue the magic, it will stir itself and immediately carry out its designated function, namely, taking Mount Golg into its grasp. Mechanics, we may be certain that Valtteri will not look on in idleness as we beat a path to his front door. Once our plans are set in motion, there will be no turning back. Proceed your preparations as meticulously as you may, and I will give the order to proceed as soon as you are ready. Alright. How nerve-wracking. Things are about to start happening. Okay. Give the word, and I will relay the order to awaken the Talos. Alright. May as well go. Damn. Very well, let us begin. Things are about to be happening. I guess astrology might be what I level first after we finish the story here. I should pre-order Endwalker before I do that so I can get that snazzy earring.
Word from the Exarch. All is set on his side, and we may proceed when ready.
Well, we have sufficient stone for our needs.
Alright.
Likewise, preparations for the imbuing have been made according to thine exacting instructions.
Good.
Then you need only say the word.
I'm nervous. Oh, what's gonna
Let us
happen?
begin. See that everyone is in position. We shall catch Valtteri, mountain and all.
Here it comes!
I love that we've been talking about the construction of this, but I haven't seen any of it yet, so I'm really excited to see what it looks like. Rise. Yeah, it's easy going. This will make Titan blush. Yeah, I feel like this is gonna be like the craziest size. Well, I guess he's not an enemy, but compared to some of the bigger enemies we've seen, I feel like this is going to be crazy. Heartburt. Watch him. What he can do, I guess. Jeez. Yeah, nice try.
Yes, yes! You've not lost your touch, you clever old bugger!
What are they doing?
Do you see what they're doing? If its hands are damaged, it won't be able to cling to the mountain. Oh, I knew this was a terrible idea.
4-3 marshals the Eaters to his defense. This was only to be expected.
That's true. We did just say that.
We must try and draw as many of them down to the ground as possible. It may not be enough, but we have no other choice. Is that?
Oh my goodness.
Such a heartless thing our sapling is, cold and cruel and heartless. Summon us in times of need, we expressly said, yet what did we find but the final battle joined without so much as a whisper of our name?
I don't know why we haven't called on her help more, honestly, because she has to be so powerful.
Said that we Fae folk have no interest in the struggles of men. But if our adorable sapling had come crying to us for help, we would of course have flown to her aid. Of course we would. What are we to do with her? We are so very, very sad. You will play with us. Cheer us up again!
Wow.
This I did not expect, but I will gladly accept the help. I will send word to Y'shtola and the others. Join them at the foot of Mount Gulg and be ready to make the ascent.
Wow. Guess we're doing this. Oh, I like that gear. I won't talk for a second because I don't know if the cutscene's over. I do like that the Exarchic gear adds at least somewhat tattoo-esque designs, I guess. Because I've kind of gotten in the habit of mostly using tops that do add tattoo-looking designs on my character's skin. So, I kind of don't know how to do ones without them. I do sometimes, of course, but I'm particularly fond of ones that do, so. Alright. Gotta go do this big stuff happening. Oh my goodness. I think that's all I have to say, but I don't feel like I need a map. I feel like I can see can see this pretty well. I just don't know which way I'm supposed to go. Through that little tunnel, perhaps? Think I've got time to fight you tiny guys? There's a PvP glove that'll put marks on the forearm. Do I think it's just for casters? Well, I think I'm gonna level everything. Not that I've really looked into PvP much, but that's exciting. There's a chance I've tried it on. I try on like literally like anything I see that I don't recognize just out and about. I feel like I remember some type of gloves, but they could be completely different ones, honestly. I don't feel like this is the way I'm supposed to go. I feel like I might have been wrong. That's okay. Yeah, definitely not the way I was going. Started with the love for like gear that have like tattoos and stuff, but mostly like because I don't know why there isn't more. I know there's like the little like you can have like little tattoos and like different types of markings on your face and stuff. I know there are a few like little exceptions, but I don't know why there isn't more like big like body tattoos that you can add to your character. I was like, it'd be cool. I know there's tons of mods for it and stuff, but that's not really what I'm going for. Mostly, like, I feel like a lot of the main reason that I'm staying away from mods in this game is because any other game that I've gotten into modding, I can't go back to the regular game after that. Almost, so. But anyways, it all started, I think, when I got the... I switched back to it a while ago. I'm not sure if it's pronounced, like, Pagos? The Pagos, top, or whatever. It started with that one. Saved up for that one, got it, and then I switched to, you know, I can't see my glamours. The little tank top one that was really expensive for a while. It's just like the small dyeable tank top with like the whole like sleeve of tattoos. That Carpenter's one or something. Everyone is here, good. The Talos has taken hold of the mountain. As planned, we will use its body as a bridge to reach Fothra's sanctuary. How long has he been up there at this point? The Sin Eaters will make us work for every yalm, of course. But we will carve a path through their ranks and meet their master regardless. Yeah, let's be careful. All right. Very nervous. I was kind of expecting this to be a trial, honestly, since we only had one, I think? Yeah. I guess that's not too uncommon. Anyways, Yog. Plug. Does anybody feel like running this? Is this a fun one? Gulag. If anybody does, let me know. I'll kind of hang out here for a second. You'll go with? Cool. Same. Alright, cool. Hope this is a fun one. I can imagine be super tempting to join if it wasn't very fun. But yeah. Guess we're going. Very nervous. Actually I'm not. I don't know why. I feel like I still say that in dungeons. I'm nervous for the plot aspect, but new dungeons don't make me that nervous anymore. But if everybody's ready, let me know. Okay. That @ symbol was a mistake, but first boss, if he looks at you, move to the side. Got it. First boss? Okay. Remember that to the best of my ability. Just gotta get that healer. When I level my astrologian, I'll be that healer. Finishing that first cup of coffee must be perfect timing for the dungeon, hopefully. I call it my first cup. It's my second cup, but it's my first cup on the stream, so that's what counts. Like, I feel we're not like, cause like, you know, it's like a like the 80 like set of gear for aiming, so I'm like, oh, I don't want to glamour it, but I feel like I do. I really like how it looks from the front. It's got some really cool bits. Maybe if I change like the pants to something that clips less. I don't know. I'm just not a huge fan of how it looks from the back on my character, I guess. Watching out for the first boss. Looks like you move to the side. Like the weapon. Yeah, it's I think it's the one I got from the store at like 78. I don't know. I don't remember. Maybe 76. I think the Exarchic one is just the slightly dyeable version of that one, right? Oops, how did I do that? I think I tried it on and it's dyeable, but it doesn't change the color like a ton.
So it is you.
That was so noisy.
You will not defile my new paradise.
Yeah, I will. It's been a while since I got to do a dungeon, I feel like. Exciting. And I did the last two with the trust system, I believe, so. Let's hope my computer behaves okay. Seems to be doing alright. Forgot to dance again. Super excited for all of this though. I can't wait to see what happens. In like a really nervous way that I'm not really excited for. Ooh. I think someone's character has the same voice that my old character used to have. So it took me like a little nostalgia trip for just a second there. I kind of thought the design of the Sin Eaters would be like, oh, I feel like they were building them up so much, I was worried that the design would be kind of underwhelming. But they're quite spooky. I don't know what it is about them. There's hardly been a variant of them that I've seen where I wasn't like, whoa. Especially, sad as it is to mention, Teslene's design, was very well done. In the Light Warden of, I don't remember which one it was. I think it was the last one I did. That was really cool. There's just the one left now. My bad. Alright, so... Oh, this one's the little lion. Well, I guess he's not so much of a little lion. This is the one looks at you, move to the side. Gotcha. Really hope I do that correctly. That was really quick. Okay. There's hardly a second to dodge that, so I guess I just need to remember the name of that attack. Yes, again. Oh shit. That was really fast. Sorry, that was my bad. I feel like I got out of... Was that him looking at me? Am I supposed to be moving away? I hope so, because that's what I did. Jeez, that's so fast. I should have been out of that, sorry. Nice. Got out of the way. Woohoo! Yep, okay, good. Oh, that's pretty. I won't try it on in the dungeon. Okay, well I can try it on in my inventory later. I'll have to save that for when I can use it.
Scurrying about my domain like insects. I will not suffer it.
Ah! Goodness. That was cool. Let's not try to get out of that, but I'm glad I did. Stay over there. Very cool. Surprising, but cool. Ooh. Bracelet of aiming. Oh my goodness.
Filthy creatures!
Oh shit. I know I haven't done and tried to not see much of any of the near raids or anything, but just from near itself, I'm getting very copied city from this. Very unsettling. Just as the copied city was. Wow. Ooh, and a necklace of aiming. Oh yeah, I really needed that. Was it the bracelet? Oh, I got the bracelet and the necklace. Nice. The faces represent spots on the floor. Don't stand where the faces are. Oh, okay. Awesome. I would not have figured that out. I imagine it'll turn at some point. I need to adjust to that. Okay, I'm still in a fine square. Oh shit. Very cool. Wish it was a little easier to see the whole thing. Okay, I can't see where they are. Okay. Seems like it's fine. Do we all need to go to one of these? Oh no, no! Right, there was a lot. I thought maybe that was what to do. Oh, they put me in one of the bad squares. Good. Okay. Didn't see that part, sorry. Okay, that one no longer good. Goodness. That's intense. That's fun. It almost did, so. Yay.
I am righteousness,
Ooh, earrings of aiming.
and righteousness will prevail.
No, if I run out of inventory space, it'll be so sad.
By yourself.
I'll get rid of something. I got plenty of shit I could discard. Oops, shit. Ooh. Oh no. Oh no, they're trying to get me. Oh no, what happened? Oh, what happened? That's okay. Stop giving me things. I don't have inventory space. I have to discard something. I had so much stuff in here. Get rid of them. Goodness. Ah! Didn't realize how close we were to everything. I was like, why are things trying to get me? All right. dungeon so far.
Very well. If you will not be discouraged.
Oh. Immediately backing up. Oh, goodness. Ah. 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 Sorry. Ah. Ah. Okay, gotcha. Wait, this is a cool dungeon. Damn, he just don't like you. Yeah, he just does not like me. Also, welcome in TF Cannibal. Hope you're having a good day. This is a crazy dungeon. Was always slamming in my direction. I'm not sure what I did. Tried to kill him, I guess. He wants the outside of the initial AoE, not far out, but close. Gotcha. Stay outside of the initial AoE, not far out, but close. Okay. Okay. A little farther out on that.
Stop that, damn you! I don't care what it takes!
Oh shit. Okay. I think I need to be a little closer to everybody is. Okay, I think I understand where to stand. I hope. Oh my goodness, there's more. Ah. Ooh. I thought I did that better than I think I did. Oh boy. Ah. 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 I'm trying to stay alive. Shit. Shit. I was just a little bit off there. These fights are really well done in my opinion. Yeah, they're really cool. Just wasn't staying very alive. Stay super dead so I can see how it's going. I'll watch with this space because I'm very nervous. I see why that spot to stand is really important because there's not really any time to dodge. I feel like AoE's after that, I guess. But man, tough. Really cool though. I know I've thought when we were seeing those cutscenes of Lord Vothry before that I don't know, I feel like that particular Sin Eater's design was cool enough that it'd be like a boss or something at some point. Not that I thought it would be, but just stood out how well done and cool it was. Oh boy. Oh boy. They're too many. They absolutely are, yeah. Yeah, I was a little bit outside of, I think, where I was supposed to stand. Probably messed it up in a lot of other ways, but I was just enough. That last time that it happened when I was alive. It was just it for me. Yeah, so I messed up on whatever part that was too, I think. Come on, guys. Gonna get it? That's crazy. Wow. I was stressing watching that. That warrior can tank it, yeah. Very nice. Good job, you guys. Wow. That's cool. That is cool. Oh, look, I have these here and I forget. Very fun. Okay. Crazy. Well, I went alright for the most part. Wow. Very fun. My inventory's full. I didn't get the plant, huh? Okay.
The end is near, my friends. We have found Vorthra's hiding place.
Where it's beastly with self heals, and I can heal one other person too. That's actually nice. I didn't know that.
Will you not be satisfied until you have brought disaster down upon your own heads?
Echoey there.
Your wickedness, you stand to gain naught but ceaseless Had you only entrusted fate to me, there would have been peace for all. You could have lived bliss in my eternal paradise, free from the burdens of conscience and purpose.
Peace assumes many forms, and I do not doubt that you considered yours well worth the cost. I was even prepared to believe that the end might justify the means. Ignorant as I was, I had hoped that you might mend your ways and join hands with us. That we might strive together for the happiness of all. But no more. Your actions cannot be reconciled with your words. Peace for all, you say? Yet when you were threatened, your first act was to sacrifice your own people in order to save yourself. If your paradise can be rebuilt so long as you alone survive, it exists not for the people. It exists solely for your twisted pleasure.
Hear me, Vorthri. The people won't submit to your will, for we each have our own. I made a promise to a noble soul, a woman who saw fit to entrust me with her legacy, and I mean to keep it.
So intense.
Everyone who stands with us has something precious, something that they cherish and would die to protect. They know their own hearts. They know what they want for this world. And by lending their strength to our cause, they have spoken. No matter how hard you may try to bend the world to your will, we will never yield!
Silence! Not another word! You presume to lecture me. Insolent worms. You will learn your place. With my true powers awakened, I will expunge you like the filth you are. Your demise will serve as a reminder to all that I am the zenith of mankind and sin eater both, chosen to rule over creation by right of transcendence. My very existence is virtuous. I am perfect, immaculate.
He seems disinclined to grant us an audience.
Find Vorthri. We will hold the Eaters here. Come! Let's finish this!
Oh boy. Oh, I was right. It is a trial. There's just... Wow, that's intense. Alright, anyone that wants to do that one too, you're more than welcome, but I am going to take a super quick restroom break. I'll be back in just a minute. Very stressful, very exciting. So is everybody down to do this trial? I don't think I've ever had a dungeon trial back to back. Remove the dungeon for EQ, thank you. We'll always forget that. Somebody don't get mad. Okay. We're just here. That's always crazy. Wow. Okay. So everybody's good to go for this. I don't want to group anybody into it that didn't, Okay. On Primal, I was gonna ask to join you. Yeah. Yeah, anybody's always welcome to join, but, maybe, you can join in on some stuff after. You can, on Gilgamesh. Well, data center travel will be a thing soon enough. Okay. We will be going. This is gonna be wild. I don't remember which data center Gilgamesh is on. I was on. Oh, I should probably get some spots in my inventory. I was on Crystal for a long time when I started out. Actually, I should probably put some of this stuff on. We don't have time. It's okay. I'll just throw some of it. Need to get all my crafting stuff out of here. That's my problem. If you can't tell, which I'm sure you can. Okay, it's at least some space. Word everything. Most of friends in EU servers either. Yeah. I don't know what restrictions there's going to be on data center travel compared to just servers, but that'll be exciting. Using this time for my inventory. It's so bad. I did okay, and then I got into all the stuff where I was trying to get the Skybuilder scripts, and it just went from there. Like no space in here. I have room for that earring though, so I should have some to put on at least. Okay, good. I'll put those on. So when we start crafting, you become a hoarder. Yes, I had no, welcome to Hoarder Streamers Edition. Literally, I had no problems with my inventory until I started crafting, like 2019. I was really early on in it back then, but now everything I look at, all like materials and stuff, I'm like, what if I could use it? And I keep leveling them. It's wild. Crafting is absolutely the problem. Yeah, I have a retainer that just has crafting stuff in it, and I still have this much on me. And my Chocobo saddlebag used to be great. Just a little while ago, it was just like dye, some materia maybe, but that's it. Now it's terrible. But we should have enough inventory spots for some stuff now. Did I put that necklace on? No, we at least want to put that in there. Very speedy management here. Like, some of this stuff is literally so old. You get this out of here. Just throw it away. I don't care. Aiming. Oh, hey, those are cool. I'm trying to do this so quickly. This isn't it a gear set. If I need it, I'll get it later. Literally just throw it away. Aiming. Those are old aiming. Okay. Put that shit on. Oh yeah, I shouldn't have put those arms in there because I just bought the Exarchic shit. That's okay. The jewelry I needed because I didn't update my jewelry yet. But now that stuff is okay. I just need another rings, I guess. Been going through and slowly sold all of my crafting mats. I figure I can either gather or buy it in less time. Yeah, if I had more money, I probably wouldn't be so have such like hoarding tendencies with it. But my guild's usually pretty low. I was at like around like maybe 500k, which I know isn't much. Then I had to buy my gear, so it's quite low again. Even though the star mats are easy to get right now. Yeah. Made some decent bank off of my craft storage retainer. I should. I don't know if it's like really low level stuff too, but I still have some crafters that I need to get out of those low levels. So it could still be useful to me. I don't know, I don't want to throw it away. I'm getting there slowly but surely though. I'm working on it. Simba! So angry. Poked him. I didn't make him happy. The music while we're queuing for this is really ominous. It kind of adds to it instead of just like standing out like Redania or something while you're queuing. Okay. I'm glad we got some jewelry because I did not want to drop much more money, at least right now. They look pretty cool. I can hardly see the earrings on my character. Need some rings, but that's about it for now. Not too bad. I have enough spots for things. Do it again. Yeah, that should be enough. Well, and then when it comes to weapons, because I want to level so many of my classes, I'll get something that's really cool, and I'm like, oh, I need to hold on to that, because even though the gear won't matter, it will be useful at some point. I might want to glamour it. I've started throwing some of that stuff in my glamour dresser, so. That's at least an improvement. Then what happens when I run out of my glamour dressers? I'm luckily very far away from that happening, but yeah. I got my room to 28. That was 20 something, but I didn't know how far. Poor Bard must feel so neglected. I guess I didn't need to put things away so quickly. It's taken a minute longer than I thought. His pants look like a hat. Cool. Sound very ominous. Got this. Oh my goodness. Oh. That's really cool. I like that quite a bit actually. I think I have like the little mog bow on mine. That's really cool though. Hey queen. Very cool. I like that. That is quite cool. I'm truthfully a little attached to my little Mog bow. It's cute. And there's that little sound it makes a woo 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 woo. Oh no. That is quite. Guess I can't emog things to people in other worlds. Don't know what emog means. I think that's one of the things that I like most behind on. Oh, Moogle Mail. Gotcha. Pass it to you the next time I run into you. Thank you. Needed. Flamers are really fun. Especially when they've got some flowy shit going on. I need to continue leveling my bard, I guess. I'm gonna try out some other things though, like astrology, and, you know. I had my fun with bard. And I'm sure I'll continue with it eventually. But Google Mail. Thank you. Really cool. Where does it come from? Oh, the goddess. Can't tell if it's like themed or anything specifically. But it's very cool. At some point we'll get some healers. Yeah, I hope so. Hopefully there will be no shortage of them when Age comes out. Everybody will be trying that out. I want to do my astrology at some point, so. So it'll take it a bit. Whoa. Pretty badass. Fully complete and a weapon. Very nice. Got it from the relic zones as a random loot. So the weapon originally comes from a level 60 primal. Overcompensation. That's funny. This word, very nice. I really want to. I know it's like a long grind, a long journey, but I feel so clueless about all of the relic weapons. I don't really know where to start. Oh, you disconnected? Okay. Let me know when you're back, and we will register again. Internet, right? Yeah, I don't really even know where to begin with any of the relic ones. Okay, NQ. Gotcha. Forgot where I was going. $50 people at the moment. Wow. Around me, Warren, there was a guy in Vesper Bay. Alright, I'll have to look at. Oh, that was really quick. Thank you for, doing healer, Pomage. Super nervous for this. Trials are frightening. I still get a little nervous for them. Just required me disconnecting. Yeah, that was all it was. Your internet took one for the team, I guess. Crown of the Immaculate.
Are you so determined to die? One last chance, villains! Bow down and acknowledge your king! Your god!
Alright.
Come! Prepare for judgment! This will be a birth.
We got 2 dancers. Nice. Pomage when heals, yeah. I hope there's nothing too crazy to look out for here. Oh look, I didn't even do my opener right. Forgot entirely what I was doing.
To me, my servants, feast upon these villains and their vile sins!
Shit. How did I not finish my dance? I hope there's nothing too crazy here. Ah.
Then you will suffer! Yes! That will be your punishment!
Hope that's what I was supposed to do. Oh shit, I'm dancing. Sorry. Can't see what I'm doing. Oh, it hurts when he die, I feel like. Or somebody just got hurt. Use another one of these. Maybe. I don't die. Ah. He's almost dead. Oh boy. Forget what I said. He's got his mega evolution. Now for the fight. Oh goodness.
I see. This is the passion of my ascension. Anywhere. I shall embrace this triumph.
I shouldn't have used my technical step a second ago. Oops. I thought it seemed like they were going a little easy. Not that I wasn't almost dying, but I mean like mechanic wise. Or I guess I just thought his health was going down. Woo. Yee. Not bad. Bad? That's fun. I love things where you have to really think about what you're dodging, but it's not too difficult, I guess. Still doable enough. Oh jeez. And now I can do another technical step. Oh, sounds like someone else can too. Ah. Oh jeez. What's happening? What is immaculate authority? Fuck. Get them dead, get them dead. Oh my god, what was that? That nearly murdered me. Let me get this whole dance down before you do that, please. Shit. Oh god, I was focused on dancing. Oh no. There's a healer dead along with me. Oh no. The other dancer's dead. Oh no. Oh goodness. I should watch my nervous face again. There's nothing else for me to do. Oh. Well, that's okay. I understand the mechanics a little more now, so. How are my overlays missing? No time to fix it, though. Okay, my dance partner's still okay. Oh, it's only this part though? Oh, that's good. I thought it started at the beginning. That's good. That's nice. Alright. Okay, this was the thing that got me along with an AoE, I think, last time. I was dancing, I didn't realize how quick it would catch up with me, I think. That was the problem. Shit. Shit. Okay. Just enough out of that, I guess. Gosh, what was that? Focus on the tethered ends. Okay. Okay, so this one first. Gotcha. I feel like since I was on the other side last time, I was focusing on the ones closest to me. Jesus. Sorry for the jumping around there, I just was trying to avoid everything. Another one of those is way. Goodness. Okay. It's gonna go great this time. I should probably be learning how to get improvisation into my rotation. Alright. I'm gonna go great this time. Hey. I think that was the part I died at last time, so. Not awful. Oh god. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh shit. I was technically in that when I got out of it. That's terrible. The stack might kill me then. Still very close to dead. Still very close. This may get me. Jeez. Teetering on the edge of life. Okay. Almost got him. Yes! Woo! Lots of dancers. Oh. Story-wise, this is very big. That was very important. Okay. Is that boss 3? Any more? Thanks, guys. I went a little crazy. Thanks for healing that bow mage. I'm sure that was kind of ass to try and do, but everything went great the second time, so I see. It's finally over then. Now night will return to all of Northrend, bringing salvation to both of our two worlds. Boy. On speaking with Reen, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Should you leave the area, you may return here by speaking with the sentry posted at the entrance to Mount Golg. I know my overlay messed up again. Thank you. Okay.
Why am I cast down? But it is you who are the villains. Father told me that I am hope. I am righteousness. That I am a god. That is why I was born as man and sin eater both. I kept the people safe. They respected me. Worshipped me. How can this be? I should be the one looking down at you. Help me. Damn you. I am your god.
Look, The sky.
Oh boy. I was gonna say we were doing really bad after we didn't absorb the last one. Oh, I was a little worried about this one. The previous one. I don't mean this one, the last one.
Fools! Were it not for my decisive action, the whole city would have been overrun, razed to the ground. Yet they dare to complain about casualties? Spare me. I'll wager they were put up to it by those wretches who seek to usurp me. They're stirring up the citizenry. But if they think I will yield to the likes of them, they are gravely mistaken.
To be subjected to such deplorable treatment, such ingratitude. You have my sympathy, sir. You do so much good for this city, and you could do so much more were you not surrounded by fools.
Who are you? You're not supposed to be in here.
My apologies for the intrusion, but I come bearing a proposal, one that will ensure the longevity of your reign.
Oh, or what was he? What's he doing?
But give me the word, sir, and I will bring hither a light warden.
Use Emmett Silk.
By giving
I knew he was
its
gonna hurt my
power
feet.
to the babe within your lady wife's womb, we shall create a transcendent being, a king to rule over all. And as sire to the king, your authority will never again be in question.
Doing Emmett Silk things. I like how those responses were so similar.
Amazing. Before my Vorthri, they behave as docile pets. With this gift, my line shall be guaranteed power for perpetuity. We shall rule the whole world.
By all means, sir. United under Yulmor's banner, men will cease fighting and abandon their ambitions. Thus, they will grow fat and complacent, and in their sloth, seal your supremacy.
Sigh. I just say sigh because I didn't pick up my.
Are you all right? Say something.
Oh, I am.
12 for Fend. She cannot contain the light. She's beginning to turn. Urianger, if you've aught up your sleeve, now is the time.
It's changing back.
The combined power of every Light Warden is too terrible a burden for any one soul to bear. And so I shall relieve you of it.
What are you doing?
I will channel this profusion of power to the Crystal Tower and use it to travel to other worlds. As I have dreamed of doing ever since I first learned of their existence. Who would choose to remain here in this dying realm when they might go elsewhere and begin anew? Not I. And thus did I use you.
No, I don't believe you. It doesn't make sense.
Crystal, sneaky, no trust.
Damn you! We won't let you do with her as you please.
Yes, your journey to the light side is now complete. Strike down your father and take his place by my side. You can turn off on forwarding the text. Yeah, I have that on sometimes, but I leave it for me to click on it because then I start talking about something and then I end up talking over dialogue and I have to stop it anyway.
Do not interfere!
I guess I can turn it right now though. I'm kind of just taking it all in.
You all let him go!
You knew of this, Urianger. 'Tis all a fiction. Such vaguely defined acts of teleportation stand no chance of success. The Exarch will never live to see another world, as he knows only too well.
Then, what does he mean to do?
He means to take the light with him into the rift, where he will die. From the beginning, he intended to sacrifice himself to save our friend and Norvrent.
At Journey's End, an opportunistic thief makes off with the hero's prize. A paltry way to end a chapter, I concede. Yet your tale will continue, and my role in it will scarcely be remembered. Worry not. Whatever should become of me, I will be happy and free, safe in the knowledge that I have played my part. Thank you for fighting for this world, for believing. Fare you well, my friend, my inspiration.
Only those who possess the royal eye of the Allagan Imperial line are capable of controlling the Crystal Tower. Such individuals do not exist in the First. Therefore, in all likelihood, the Exarch arrived here with the tower. This much I had surmised, yet I could not discern his grand scheme. To think that he went through all this trouble for the sake of a single hero. It's almost admirable in its absurdity. Alas, it is not your grand scheme that will succeed, but ours.
You bastard!
Stay put. Your friend is still alive, but whether he remains so depends on you. What a disappointment you turned out to be. I placed my faith in you, led myself believe that you could contain the light. But look at you now, halfway to becoming a monster. You are unworthy of my patronage. I am an Asian. My heart's sole desire is to usher in the great rejoining. 100 years ago, I entrusted my comrade Logriff with the task of increasing light's sway over this world. This we sought to do by manipulating heroes. When that failed to achieve the desired result, I created Vorthri. But thanks to your meddling, that too has ended in failure.
What was your true purpose in approaching us?
By your 12, boy, have I not told you before that everything I said was the truth? You were specimens by which I might gauge man's potential as it stands. I genuinely had an interest in you, genuinely considered taking you on as allies. Provided she could contain and control the light.
Sorry.
If not, then she, and by extension you, would be of no use to me. 'Twas as simple as that.
So, we've been found wanting. How disheartening. But even had we fulfilled your conditions, there was no guarantee that we would cooperate. What then?
Then I simply kill you all. At the very least, it would restore the world to the way it was before you went about trouncing Light Wardens willy-nilly. Suffice it to say, it would be most inconvenient to have all that light taken away, and I would be lying if I were to claim his actions didn't have me worried. You still retain your form and your senses, but you have all but become a sin eater. Whether you will it or no, your mere existence will serve to engulf the world in light. Those in your company will likewise turn into sin eaters, and in time you will succumb to your base instincts and hunt innocents to feast on their sweet, sweet ether. Those few with the will left to fight may rise up against you, but before your absolute might, they will quickly know despair.
Sorry, reading what you guys are saying, but I don't have time to respond to it because everything's happening.
We are finished. Mankind is finished. Ah, the irony. What Vorthri achieved through bliss, you achieved through despair. But I have overstayed my welcome. I shall look forward to seeing you bring the world to its knees, hero. Exarch! I have naught to show for all the time and effort I invested in you. He is a small token for my troubles. I did not expect that I could learn aught from man, but I may yet learn something from all the knowledge he had hoarded for his precious hero. I pity you, I do. Your friends are now your foes. If you do not kill them, they will kill you. When it all becomes too much to bear, seek me out at my abode in the dark depths of the Tempest.
What?
There, you may complete your descent into madness, with some dignity, far from prying eyes. Till then, I bid you farewell, Eater.
Ah, finally.
The heart by Vaughn. Nice. LOL. Oh, Imid. Like the laugh track. Would have been not very fitting for the mood, but funny in contrast. Just when you thought he was a complete a-hole. It's a new a-hole. Very confused. Just wanted to take a second to respond to that stuff that I'd read, but did not have time to talk between the cutscene. There's so much to digest.
You're confused. And small wonder. After you collapsed, Emmett's self vanished.
Old Arbert. Yeah. At least he's here to
Then
explain
did
something.
what she could to stay the raging of the light within your body. Thanks to her, you're still you. But she's only delayed the inevitable. You're not going to like what you see, but you still need to see it.
A bit. I don't.
It's like this all over. The whole of Norvrad is shrouded in light again. And it's because of you, and the power you absorb from the Wardens. No one knows but your friends. When they carried you down from the mountain, they told everyone waiting below that they didn't understand why the light had returned. And now they're out there trying to allay the people's fears, while searching for a way to save you.
If you're well enough to be up, you're well enough to get some fresh air. Better that than stewing in here. Go on. Go.
Nice achievement. Well, this is fun. All the work we did. Am I okay? Yeah, I'm fine. All the work we've done so far now seems to be for nothing. I don't know what's gonna happen. Into the unknown. I'm gonna take a restroom break really quick. Not bad timing, but I did down that whole cup of coffee between right before that trial and now. So back in just 1 second. This is so upsetting. Okay, I'll be right back. happy and excited to continue. Oh, thank you. I'm sorry you're turning into a light ward and here have a bow. Thank you. It's very nice. I'll be able to appreciate when the game isn't making me so sad. Thank you. Thank you. Well, I will mess around with that on my bard later. Let's see, did we get a fun title for that nice achievement? I don't know where achievements are. I'm not putting that on me. Yeah, okay, we have so many quests from this guy. That's so I don't know. Where's this man? Oh, Miss, you're awake? I haven't had to say anything in so long because we had so many voice cutscenes back to back. But thank you for the bow, Horus. I appreciate it. It doesn't exactly make me feel better about what's happening to me, but it will in due time, I'm sure. Can make some sick bard glams to forget what's happening. You were injured during the foray at Mount Gulg, yes. Just a little. I was here at my station, as always, when they carried you in on a makeshift stretcher, looking disturbingly bereft of vigor. And to compound my worry, the sky has, well, I'm sure you've seen it. It has everyone rather concerned, to say the least. Seeing you up and about is the first good news we've had in a while. Assuming you feel strong enough, would you mayhap consider a stroll around the city or reassure our anxious citizens? I feel like that is literally the least of my worries, but okay. Froggy was one of those who helped convey you to your chambers. He's visited several times since to inquire after your condition. Right, let's go make everybody feel better that I'm fine. Even though I'm not fine. But I can't tell them who I am, so. Or, God, yeah, I kind of wish I had done all the raids in order, because I feel like, I don't know if he's in all of them for Realm Reborn, but if I'd done them in order, I probably know him a little better, but yeah, if you couldn't see the genuine shock on my face. But that, just waiting for, here he is. Level 51's is it. He seals himself in the tower. Darkness. Oh yeah, forgot about that. I didn't forget about it, but didn't consider that too. Yeah. I never thought about that. Never crossed my mind. Well, look who's back from the dead. It was a grim sight. Your companions looked fair ready to drop when they brought you in. I offered a helping hand. Couldn't bear to see them struggle, so. And you, my friend, heard you had 1 foot from in the grave. Old and lifeless you were, like a corpse that was somehow still breathing. Nice. And they told me some evil bastard went and snatched our poor Exarch away in the midst of the chaos. Wicked White, what is this world coming to? Moaning never solved a thing, did it? Nay, it's times like these that weaker staring folk stand tall and do what needs to be done. Trade with Gilmore is back on the table. We'd best make use of those resources to fortify the city against the Eaters, or whatever misery the fates deem to throw at us next. Speaking of misery, Jessamine was worried sick about you. Eula wringing her hands is not a sight you ever wish to see, let me tell you. Okay, talk to. I guess there's nothing I can do right now. Okay. Oh, sweetie, you're alive. No one's been allowed to see you. Even Spagiric's divergents were forbidden from making visits. Green was kind enough to tell me you were showing symptoms similar to eater corruption. I suppose there was little any of us could have done to you for you in any case. For your companions, they've been rushing hither in yawn, seeking a cure to your condition. I worry to see their faces grow ever more haggard every time they pass through the Crystarium. Comforting things. I shall let them know you're awake. When they come to see you, sweetie, please do convince them to rest a bit. They won't be helping anyone if they all collapse of exhaustion. And our own Morn has been a little better, I'm afraid. Oh, he's been a little better. Great. He hasn't left the cabinet, too busy with his nose buried in one dusty tome or another. Great. Bit of a ways, I think, so I'm gonna teleport there. The music here sounds nice and fitting now. Confound it, this says the same thing as the last. Mayhap I should approach the problem from a different perspective. Eugonix, is it truly you and not some figment of my imagination? Oh, but this is wonderful. It would seem our prayers have been answered. Feeling otherwise helpless, I've been scouring our shelves for the wisdom to explain this worrisome conundrum. Why, with all the light wardens defeated, has the light returned to obscure the sky? Well, I must have poured over 100 tomes, but no definitive conclusion seems forthcoming. So many questions I would pose to the Exarch. And thus, I do feel his absence all the more keenly. Now that you're awake, however, I'm hopeful the search for our stolen steward might begin in earnest. Catelys, meanwhile, leads the crystalline mean in preparations for battle, though against what foe we are as yet uncertain. Why not pay her a visit? I expect seeing you upright would be a much welcome relief. I feel as though maybe I should be resting, not running all over the city, but can't tell them that, so. Eugonix, alive and well, I see. You gave us all a proper fight, you know that? Not a day's gone by that I haven't heard folk worrying about what's to become of you or the Exarch. Anyway, I'm glad you've recovered enough to stand. You're not planning on striking out straight away, though, are you? Hoping to have a better look at your equipment. If we'd be able to provide you with better weapons or sturdier helms, then maybe you would have won the day and the Exarch would still be here. As such, we're keeping busy consulting each other on new forging techniques and designs and the like. If you could stand still a moment, I'd like to assess the gear we're trying to improve. Quality Exarch, baby. What are you gonna do? Oh, this is still like this. It wouldn't be impossible to make something better, but we need to experiment with different patterns and materials. And I'm not sure we have that kind of time. That sounds like a challenge that he would enjoy. Greetings, Gilnard? Leonard? The Master of the Stairs is running his own errands now, is he? Well, my nerves are distraught enough as it is, and I didn't want to crack the whip too hard. But never mind that. I'm thinking our absent genius and his epiphanies are the perfect answer to this predicament of yours. And by genius, you mean old Arnold? He is a man of unrivaled gifts. I won't argue with you there. But what good does his talent do us if we can't bloody find him? No one's seen hide nor hair of Grenold since he wandered off some years ago. You know what he's like once he latches onto an idea. He's probably cloistered himself in some forgotten cave, completely absorbed in his latest creation. I wouldn't even know where to start looking. That does make things difficult. Still, if that eccentric is someone you're destined to meet, I wager he'll show up soon enough. My time at the bar, many's the tale I've heard of strangely fated encounters, even if a few of them might be stretching the truth just a bit. Keep our noses to the grindstone for the time being. But on the off chance you do encounter Arnold, it'll be wise to take advantage of his brilliance rather than wait for our slow and steady progress. This is all talk for when you're fully recovered, of course. I'll let you get back to convalescing, okay? And before you do that, you're actually the reason I came over here in the first place. I don't plan on partaking of my stock until you're properly well, but if you're passing near the stairs, then I've got a regular who's eager to meet you. I'd best be getting back. Just because the world's coming apart at the seams doesn't mean we have to follow suit now, does it? Here. We can't forget the heart upon which the city was founded, where the Exarch might not have much of a home to return to. Onyx, are you alright? Nope. I think a return to your sickbed might be in order. Or you might consider resting a while atop the watchtower, next to the rookery. This damnable sky doesn't make for the most soothing scenery. But the Exarch often liked to stand there and feel the wind upon his face. That sounds terribly sad, actually, but I guess we're gonna go. That's not where I'm going. Oh, there. Crunch. guessing I'm on the same quest as this person. I just hope things end up okay.
The people of this city have spirit, I'll give them that. They've not lost the will to fight. I can imagine how torn you must feel, looking at that sky, knowing what it means to everyone, and that you're responsible. Neither can I, to be honest. But you heard what the Ascian said. The light you shine will warp the world around you, whether you like it or not. Even your Stoller and Reen had to concede that point. You're in a corner, and there doesn't seem to be any obvious way out. But that doesn't mean it's over. However hopeless it seems, you haven't lost yet. I remember looking up at the sky like this before. Being caught up in a strange kind of calm. It was after we realized we were responsible for the flood. When we resolved to journey to the source by taking our own lives. One last sacrifice. One last fight. One last fate. And then the Oracle appeared and, well, you know the rest. There were times in the years that followed when I wondered if we might not have been better off just letting the rejoining happen. That we'd made one last mistake. But seeing that giant Talos stir to life cured me of any doubts I still had. Always we took the burden of fighting upon ourselves. That's what heroes do, isn't it?
I don't know what
We never had the chance to see anything like that. Our people coming together as one. To think that their hope still burned so bright. That they were still so eager to live, they would lift up their fellows, one on top of the other, till they reached the sky. No. We made the right decision. And I can finally feel proud of the part we played in helping this world survive. Well, come on then.
Fist.
As I thought. What happened between us was no coincidence. My story may be finished, but the fates have gifted me a minor role in yours. I suspected as much the moment I realized you could hear me. But it's hard not to doubt yourself when you're the man who caused the flood. I was afraid to do anything more than watch for fear of making things even worse. But no longer. After all, the path I once walked is now yours to finish. For what it's worth, I cast my lot with yours. If you need a push, I'll be right there behind you. If you lose control, I'll do my best to stop you. So, let us be about it, hero.
Oh, I was worried you were up here all alone, brooding and fretting and wallowing in your woes. But look at you, grinning at nothing like a pollen-drunk pixie.
Sorry, there are loud dog noises upstairs, and I can't get them to not pick up on the microphone because it is like literally right above my head. Sorry.
Look at what you've done to your ether. It's a mess. And you have cracks running all through that pretty soul of yours. My poor little sapling. Whatever am I to do with you? Shall I yield up my throne? You could claim it, cut ties with the mortal world, hide away in the castle. It won't fix the problem, but would it really matter? If any pesky heroes come calling with steel and magic, all of Eel Meg will rise up in your defense. My crown and scepter are yours, if you want them. What? Don't give me that look. Of course I knew before I asked that you'd never ever heed such a wicked suggestion. And besides, what would become of my precious and ephemeral flower? Oh, my dear beloved sapling, you are lost, confused, and have precious little time to gather your wits. Your kind is always so preoccupied with what lies ahead, and so we muddle your vision with fog and glamour. But such trickery is easy to see through. Stand very, very still. Think not of where you need to go, but where you are right now at this moment, at this time, in this place. Our cairn of crystal. From shadowed hood he watched you go, his ruby eyes with warmth aglow. See yourself as he saw you, and that shall be the clearest clue. You stand in his garden, dear sapling. Ask his flowers what they know, and you will surely find an answer. But what will you do with it, I wonder? I'll be watching and waiting. Waiting and watching.
I know she could still show up here in her tiny form. They really have improved their in-game cutscenes since Are Reborn. For sure. A bunch. A lot more voice acting too. Yeah, sorry, sometimes I'm so into watching them I forget like to say anything. It's like I'm watching a movie. I did not expect to see you on your feet so soon. Surely you've not come in search of tomorrow? What do I know of the crystal? Wow, the Crystal Exarch. Free to share, but I fear there will be no surprising revelations. As any in the city could tell you, he's a man of wisdom and compassion, and many untold secrets. But none can doubt his generosity. When the Crystarium was being constructed, he even allowed folk to plunder to the tower for resources. Impose no restrictions upon us but one. No one except the Exarch is permitted to dwell within the spire. Many seasons passed, a comrade of mine was bold enough to ask the reason why. The Exarch merely smiled and said, because one day the crystal tower may vanish as suddenly as it arrived. Okay. Okay. Weird way to split that up. Gotta go to all those places that I just came from again. But yeah, the cutscenes are really good. Gotta go way up here, don't we? Muconix, it is good to see you awake and alert, my friend. What's this about? You're not writing the Exarch's memoirs, are you? I'm not sure how much I can tell you, considering we avoided asking too many questions. Unspoken rule and all that. If anyone has fresh insights to share, then it'd be Captain Lena, I'd say. She lost her parents to an eater attack not long after she was born, and the Exarch saw her upbringing. Outward appearances aside, those two are like grandfather and granddaughter. I imagine the news of his predicament hit her doubly hard. If you do decide to talk to Lena, we'll be at her usual post at the censor gate. Cabinet of Curiosity. Oh, was there something else you needed? If you've come for the results of my research in this persistent light, I'm afraid there's little to tell you as of yet. Records pertaining to the Exarch? Well, I need no documentation to relay what little I know of his history, if that's what interests you. Less than a decade has passed since the coming of the Flood, when the Crystal Tower first flashed into existence. Its summoner, the Exarch himself, became known to the refugees in Lakeland soon thereafter. He welcomed all who sought out the spire, be they locals who had lost their homes, or Voporites fleeing their ruined kingdom, and together did they found the city that which would become the Crystarium. Some thought to call him king, for he refused to share his name, but the summoner did not deem himself worthy of royal address. Thus did the people consider his scintillating skin so alike to the tower that he had summoned, and bestowed upon himself the title of Crystal Exarch. As for his true name, well, it would seem that is a mystery that remains unsolved to this day. Not really to me. Where is that? Right at the exit? Or... Yes. Probably quicker to just go here, though. Why am I paying for it? I kind of miss this outfit, not gonna lie. Not that I don't like it. Miss my small shirt, tiny pants combo, or small shirt, big pants combo. I just get really used to, I mean, like I change it for different classes and stuff, but I get really used to my character, for the most part, looking a certain way. I usually, like, I really liked how the outfit looked from the front, but it was just weird. I don't know. Big on chain. Mechanics, I was not told you had awoken. Been out here. A welcome surprise. Now if only the Exarch was returned to us. Oh, I need that off of there. I can't read that fast. Jesus. Don't know what she said there. And so I bristled when they asked for patience. I did not understand their hesitation till I saw that you had fallen. Only then did I realize I had no business rushing ahead. Even so, the delay has been no less agonizing. In the moments before he left you to join in the moments before he left to join you in Clusia, the Exarch entrusted me with a key. Well, that sounds very important. It opens the door in the ocular to a chamber known as the Umbrellisis. It was the heart of the tower, to which only the Exarch himself is permitted to enter. He bid me allow none into the tower once he had departed. Only in the events that an army of eaters descended upon the city I was to access the Umbrellisis and awaken the defensive barrier. Never before had he left me with such instructions. The battle with Vothri loomed near. At the time, I accepted the key without much thought. Since then, however, that moment, all that occupies my mind. When I recalled the look upon his face, I knew that some terrible fate awaited him. Tell me, Muconix, I need to know what he feared. What battle you and your companions are truly fighting. I can't. Forgive me. I trust in the Exarch, and should not be voicing these doubts when he is not here to respond to them personally. But you have come to me with a question of your own, have you not? I see I'm not the only one who burns for answers. Time has come to open the tower's heart. If we do not face an invasion of eaters, I suspect the city will be in far more danger if you do not gain the knowledge you seek. Come, meet me in the ocular, and I will unlock the door within. Alright. I'm gonna figure something out. Yes. A lot to take in story-wise, so I'm just kind of like going over all of it in my head. I feel so lonely because everybody's gone. My friends are out trying to help me. A lot has happened. A lot has happened. Very, very true. Not used to so much happening in this game. Mistress Muconix, the captain said to expect you. The Stormblood was good, but not as much happened. A lot of nothing happened. Stuff did happen, but not near as much.
I have unlocked the door to the umbilicus. You are free to enter.
Umbilicus.
Once you have what you require, I'll see it sealed once more. Until then, I will remain without.
Who's in here, I guess. Oh boy. Right, yeah. I feel like more happened in Heavensward than did in Stormblood, so this is still way more than that, so.
A moment to collect my thoughts, I prithee. Thy true name is Grahatia, then. By thy claims,
Thou too art a native of the Source, though from an age beyond our own, when the 8th umbral calamity hath visited devastation upon our star. Thou hast, by subtle means, reached across the boundaries of time and space to unsow the seeds of catastrophe, ere its creeping vines drag our champion unto an early grave.
In essence, yes. A difficult story to swallow, I am sure.
I doubt not the veracity of thy words, not the account of thy coming, nor that of the fated calamity. Yet my mind straineth still to apprehend the enormity of this tale. Wouldst thou favor me with a gradual unfolding of its chapters?
I feel like all of that plot happening, like, took that whole, like, 2 cups of coffee that I drank and just threw them. I said no.
Certainly. But where to begin? I should start with those great minds who survived the calamity, Sid Garland being perhaps the greatest. In hopes of staying the unending tides of war, he and his fellows pursued all manner of possible solutions. One of these was rooted in a theory which unified several fundamental principles discovered over the course of the Warrior of Light's adventures. It proposed a method by which one could enter the river of time, traverse the rift, and leap between worlds. Perfecting that idea, however, was a work which consumed their lifetimes, and thus was it left to future generations to decide whether theory would be put into practice. But all the while, the world continued to burn. Hope was a feeble outpost, beset on all sides by thievery and misery and murder. People cried out in despair, "There is no hope, we are finished. Mankind is finished." Then others raised their voices in answer. Though we be beyond salvation, those who came before may yet be saved. We will forge a crossroads and pave the way for a different future. By the wisdom of our forebears, we will prevent this calamity from ever having come to pass. The fighting went on unabated, but some few took up Sid's research and labored to realize those impossible ideas. After 2 centuries of labor, their descendants finally succeeded in awakening the Crystal Tower, an integral part of the process, and, in doing so, roused its caretaker, me. By this stage, scholars had largely established the phenomena underpinning the rejoining, and identified the first as the shard which precipitated the 8th umbral calamity. This grand structure was already capable of storing the energies required to attempt the translocation. All that remained was to augment some few of its functions based upon the theoretical models of Sid and his compeers.
And by means of such technologies didst thou effect thine arrival in the first, to an age before this star had joined with the Source.
Some while before, as it turned out. 'Tis all but impossible to predict how time will flow between one world and the next, and we missed our mark by almost an entire century. But this only worked in our favor. The Sin Eaters could not be defeated without the blessing of light, and summoning the only woman who might stand a chance against them would require decades of preparation.
That works out so good though, because I don't think any of the cutscenes to do with the Crystal Tower raids were voiced, so I couldn't recognize his voice because he didn't have one. You know what I mean? I don't think any of them were. I remember having to read all of them.
undertaking of scarce credible endurance. That thou hast kept thy plan from falling into disarray these many years bordereth on the miraculous. Yet howsoever history be rewritten, thy present self was shaped by events which followed the calamity. Should said catastrophe be averted, the very skein of thine existence will unravel. Surely thou hast foreseen this.
They were all silent. Ted works out so well, though. That's so smart.
I am aware of the consequences. 'Tis for that very reason Sid and his colleagues bequeathed their legacy as an offering, and not an edict. To give all of oneself for the happiness of others, and with no promise of reward. 'Tis a hard thing to ask. Harder still for those condemned to survive in a world which pitted brother against brother. Indeed, you are right to call the execution of this plan miraculous, though the force which held it together was nothing so inexplicable. It was her, the warrior of light, has been our unbroken thread. Where others would stumble and fall, she would rise above. Where others would break and run, she would carry on. The warrior of light's tale is one of unyielding bravery. To tell it was to feel courage. To hear it was to feel hope. It was a breath of inspiration in an age of suffocating shadow. In the histories of a fallen nation was our hero hailed as its greatest ally. In the time-worn pages
Oh,
of
they're
the
gonna make me
noble
cry.
memoirs were her deeds joyously retold. For many, these stories were the flame which warmed them through the coldest of nights. And so it should come as little surprise that the plan found no shortage of volunteers, concerning as it did the Warrior of Light herself. It was their chance to add their own verse to the hero's saga. She was the lodestar that brought them all together, to send their final message back through time and space to her. The light of your legacy was our torch in the darkness. Burn bright again, and live. I am merely the bearer of that wish, come to ensure it is safely delivered.
Wherefore sharest thou this burden with me and no other? What wouldst thou have me say?
That you will be my accomplice? 'Twas you yourself who convinced me of your suitability when you spoke of how you learned of the Flood, and of your part in arranging Minfilia's journey to the First. Your actions showed uncommon resolve. 'Twas clear you were committed to the cause of saving this world. I knew I could trust you to choose the right path forward, even if that choice came with a heavy price.
What price?
When all is said and done, and the last of the Light Wardens lies slain, I will absorb their corrupted ether, and then I will die. Knowing what I know of your companions, not to mention your champion, they will try to stop me. But in saving one, they would save none. Therefore, I implore you to aid me in concealing my identity, and ensuring this tale ends as it must. To this end, I would have you take what I have told you of the calamity and make of it a portent. A prophetic vision you beheld in the swirling chaos of the rift.
Is this truly thy wish?
History remembered the Warrior of Light, as I knew it would. And I will suffer no other to rescue the champion whose star has charted my course. I will see this tale to a happy end, my friend. There has been enough tragedy.
Now where is he?
Careful now. If you lose control again, the light could claim you for good. Although it's probably only a matter of time before you succumb to the change in any case.
Thanks, Herbert.
What do you mean to do? Then we should be on our way. Dacian mentioned the Tempest, did he not? That's the stormy seas around Calusia to you. His lair must be down there somewhere, hidden beneath the waves.
Did you find the answers you sought? There's nothing more you need. I'll go and lock the door. Tempest. That is the name given to the seas by which Calusia is bound. Make a request to the Tamers. They will provide you with an tomorrow to fly you over the waters, but... Do you mean to leave right this moment? Alone? I'm not sure that... Nay, I will not seek to stop you. Go with the blessings of the shadow, and I shall await your safe return. I'm feeling like maybe we should save this for tomorrow. I don't know how much is about to happen. Hi. Probably not where I was supposed to go. I feel like this could be a lot of stuff here. That was where I was supposed to go. There could be like some downtime, but I feel like this might launch us right into everything that we're about to do and trying to find where Emmett is. All of that, maybe that is best saved for tomorrow. Could really use some dinner. And tomorrow's not far, so I think that's probably a good place to leave it. Yeah, I think so. I think that is what I'll do. I've got a bunch of other stuff to do in the game tonight, but Got some bard glamours to work out now. There's some astrology and stuff, maybe some more crafting. Gotta work towards that sheep. So I know it's kind of in the middle of the quest, but I think my intuition, I guess, was telling me that that's a good stopping point. That'll give us a little bit of a break from the plot, and we can get right back to it tomorrow. Sounds good. Alright. I can't tell. It seems like there's going to be a lot happening here. So I'm gonna do all the usual stuff. Put my little stuff here. I try to use my Discord more, but I just don't know what to say in there. I feel weird just like and stuff. I feel like that's annoying. I don't know why. I'll figure out some more fun stuff to do with it. Plot was kind of heavy today, but I'm sure things will pick up for us. Hopefully. Maybe they'll have to get worse to get a little better, but we'll see. Aside from that though, I guess we will be back here tomorrow, same time, 7 p.m. Eastern. A dungeon and a trial today. That was a lot. And a lot of cutscenes, a lot of stuff happened. Who knows what we're gonna get into tomorrow, so I guess that's it, and thank you guys for hanging out and helping with everything. I appreciate it a bunch. Thank you for the stream. Thank you for hanging out, Auroras. I always appreciate it, and for the bow. Appreciate that. But anyways, hope everybody has a good night, and I will be back here tomorrow, and I'll see you then. Forgot to pull it back up. But yeah. Everybody have a nice night. Bye.